learned to play baseball, and I learned to love baseball, and I learned to dream about baseball. I watched the Dave Dravecky and the Kevin Mitchell, the one-handed catch, and I got to see a lot of those things as a kid. I was actually under a car retrieving a baseball when the earthquake hit, and I could feel it there. I didn't know what was going on. I thought the car was moving on me, so I was panicking. But I could remember all those things, and it was all during a baseball situation for me. Some of my best memories of growing up were watching baseball or playing baseball. And so I want to let you know that part of why I did these things is to create an environment for everybody, but it was to create an environment for young people to learn about life. I know we like to look at all these baseball players, and you watch us on TV at times, and you aspire, some of you, or maybe many of you or all of you, aspire to be like us. But that's not why I wanted to create this field. I wanted to create this field so you could learn a lot of different things about life in general. You know, yesterday I lost an important game. I was actually on the field when we lost that game, and it's been kind of a rough week for me. And I've been pouting. Because one, I take my job very seriously, but two, I hate losing and I don't like failing. But you know, as I was, driving up here with my wife and two of my three boys are with me today. My youngest is very young, and he tends to get car sick, so we didn't feel like pulling over and cleaning up. So we just brought my two older ones. But my wife encouraged me driving up here today because I was still feeling bad about last night. And I want to let you know that some of the things on a baseball field don't always it's not about scoring runs or getting outs all the time. You know, one of the things I learned yesterday in a game that I want to remind you that I hope you learn on this field is, life's not always fair. And I was pouting because I gave up a little bloop hit and the game-winning run scored, and I was like, man, it was a good pitch, and I was, frustrated and angry, and I said, it's not fair that happened to me. Great, thank you for the encouragement on the pitch, brother. Appreciate it. But life's not always fair. But I know one thing, life's not always fair, but you still have to keep going. And you're going to realize that if you haven't learned now, and maybe many of you adults here are going through certain situations where you've been through it and you've got to teach your kids these things. But life's not always going to be fair. And on a baseball field, I can guarantee you're going to have that situation a lot as you play this game. You have to keep going. You have to keep dreaming. And you have to keep having a vision for your life. And you have to keep, and that's what, for me, with Junior Giants, the reason why I participate in this program is because I believe what it teaches. It's not just about teaching the game of baseball. It's teaching character, and it's teaching about dreaming big, and it's teaching leadership concepts. And I also learn on this baseball field a lot that failure actually helps me succeed. Because at the times that I've failed on the baseball field, I've learned things from it. And I've learned how to succeed, and I've learned how to be the kind of baseball player I am today. I've learned how to be a two-time World Series champion, but I've also been in the World Series 3 times. And I was going through a time in Kansas City where I wanted to quit when I played with the Royals a long time ago. And I wanted to quit, but I didn't. And now I'm so happy that I didn't, because now I realize what it's like to be a world champion. If I would have quit, and if I would have quit then, because I didn't like how things were happening in my life, I would have never experienced what it was like to be a champion. And I want every one of you to experience that, but I want you to learn that on this baseball field. When you play on this baseball field, and it's very flattering that they named it after me. Honestly, that's not why I built the field. I didn't wake up thinking, you know what, I got to have something named after me here. I'm going to build a baseball field. But I do thank you for naming this field after me and my family, and I brought my boys here because I wanted them to understand that it is their last name that is on this field as well, because I want them to carry the same vision that I carry for young people. And that's a dream really, really big. And that is the dream really, really big. And understand that you all have giftings and that you are all destined for something great. And I cannot promise you will be a Major League athlete. I can't promise you that. And I won't. I don't know if you're going to be a pro athlete. But I know you guys have the abilities to be somebody great. And I want you to realize that on this field, you can be somebody great. That's what I want you to be. So when you come play on this field, understand why I'm participating in the building of this field. That I care about every single one of you, I truly do, because I care about your lives, and I care about you as next generation leaders. And I want you to be leaders, and I want you to be great in your community. And I want you to understand that there are a lot of people, obviously we've thanked today, a ton of people that put a lot of hard work into creating this baseball field because they care about you, and they care about your community, and they care about giving you the very best that a baseball field has to offer for young people. Because I want you to think about that as you grow up, and I want you to think about why you got to play on this baseball field, and I want you one day to return the favor. Because understand that in your greatness, which I believe every one of you can become great, the only way that you're going to find fulfillment and joy in life is that if you can create an environment for other people to become great as well. That's why I did this field. And I care about every one of you. Thank you very much.